What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to Week 6 of the LTM Pokemon Draft League. This week we take on jscurf, the coach of the Winnipeg Jet Punches, and we are in for a very difficult match as both of us are on the verge of not being in a playoff position, and this win right here could put us there. But before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, we're going to do a quick team builder, but of course, if you'd like to skip ahead, there will be timestamps down below. Now, of course, you'll notice that my face cam looks a little bit different than in previous weeks, and it's because I'm kind of in a transition period as far as changing around my office. And so the battle is going to look one way and this is going to look another. And so that's just a 1 week thing. Everything should be lined up again by next week, but it's all good. Anyway, jscurf's team is really cool and really threatening. We've got things like Sarah Ledge as the main draw here, and this thing is very strong, especially in low tier. No, it can't Terra, but still it's just insane. The combination of Bitterblade plus Poltergeist hits so hard, and there's just not really a great way to switch into it. So yeah, very difficult mon to deal with there. Sandy Shocks is a mon that I've been wanting to try out because I think it's great. You've got hazards, you've got speed, you've got the ability to volt switch around. There's just a lot to love there, and I think it's a really great mon. Meloetta with Terra, one of the best Terra captains in low tier and in main tier too. In regular it's also great, but in low tier it's even better. So yeah, really awesome option there. Galarian Weezing, I wanted this mon really bad over Pheasantipity, but it got taken. Really good pickup there. Gives you a nice physical wall, gives you Will-O-Wisp, gives you Strange Steam, which is also a really great move, and this thing gets a ton of coverage, which is great. We get Cobalion, which is cool. We have another of the Swords of Justice here, which I think is really cool. And I don't know, maybe it'll come, but maybe it won't. Gives him rocks, gives him volt switch, gives him a lot of options there, which is nice. We've got Milotic, really bulky water type. You all know what Milotic does. It's very bulky, very difficult to take down. Glastrier is super slow, hits super hard, gets decent amount of coverage, definitely wants Terra in this type of a format, so I'm not as threatened by it, but definitely something that we can't ignore. Then we've got Alolan Persian, which could be annoying on the physical side. Very bulky mon with fur coat. Normal Braviary, also a big threat. It's a little slow, but it hits pretty hard, and with Choice Scarf, it definitely can have a place there. Chestnut, I don't think Chestnut really comes into my team. I think I've got enough options in order to get rid of it, but still not a bad physical threat. And I think that it's absolutely a decent bring. And finally, Dreadnought. Again, I don't think in my team that Dreadnought is the best, but could absolutely be threatening if he brings it and gets off a Shell Smash. So this team is very difficult, right? He's got a good mix of physical and special attackers. He's got a lot of mons that cover each other's weaknesses really well. It's a nicely constructed team. It's not overly powerful in the way that I see it. It's not necessarily what I would consider hyper offensive, but it's a little bit bulkier, and that can be really difficult to take down if I am not careful. So I definitely see the Weezing being a huge problem, and then him switching into something like the Milotic that can take those special hits. That definitely could cause some problems. Him having a Ghost on his team, of course, gives him immunity to any kind of my normal moves from Porygon Z. And so I've got to be really careful with that as well. But I think I've built a team that has a decent shot here. And so we are going to jump right in. Let's see what I brought. First up, we have Slowbro, and no, that's not a mistake on the slide. This Slowbro is not holding an item, and this is mainly so that we can take hits from that Sarah Ledge. That Sarah Ledge, of course, will likely have Poltergeist. He could run a weaker move, but in that case, he has a weaker move. So that's a win-win either way there. And so this can take on that Sarah Ledge pretty well, which is really nice. We, of course, are also packing the Future Sight because Future Sight's kind of free into his team. He might bring Persian, but I mean, even if he does, then we've got Body Press to go with it. So I think this set really works well into his team. We brought Surf this week over the Scald just so that we can have that extra damage because it does actually make a difference into Sarah Ledge. So that's why we brought Surf over Scald, but otherwise we are just max defense. pretty standard stuff there. Next up, we've got our Terra Captain Kilowattrel, and we are going with Terra Water this week. I haven't brought Terra Water, even though I've wanted to, but Terra Water looks really good into my opponent's team, honestly. He doesn't have a lot that really resists the combination of the electric, flying, and water, and so I think that having that Terra Blast around is going to be really nice, so that's what we brought. We also brought double momentum just because the Sandy Shocks could come in for free on this, because we really can't touch this all that well. Yes, we have Terra Blast, but we have to make that call, and so this can really help to take out a lot of that prediction, which is nice. So that's why we have that, but we are modest with a lot of speed because we are wanting to hit really, really hard, and I think that with Magnet we can hit really hard with those electric moves, and then we can switch up, of course, to the Terra Blast if we need to, which is nice. Next up, we have Flagon, and this Flagon set is wild. Probably one of the craziest sets I've come up with in a long time. But we are mixed Flagon with Dragon Dance and Earthquake Superpower plus Boom Burst and Throw Spray. This is quite the abomination, honestly, because we have things that can hit on both sides. But the thing is, normally Wheezing can just come in on this for free. Not if we're running special. That is to two-shot a physically defensive Wheezing, which is really, really good. So, of course, I'm expecting this thing to be Levitate this week. I don't think that he's going to bring Neutralizing Gas. I don't think it's good enough into my team to where he can really avoid doing that. Yeah, it takes away like adaptability and that kind of thing, which could be good, but I don't know. I just feel like he has to go with that, even though it's good. I think he does have to go with Levitate, and if he doesn't, then he just gets rocked by an Earthquake, and so it's kind of a win-win there, which is good. But yeah, we're running the most Chinese of EV spreads here, and I think it's a really, really cool thing. Next up, Virizion actually coming off the bench again, and honestly, I think Virizion has a really nice matchup here. With a Swords Dance boost, this thing can actually punch a lot of holes in the team, again, outside of Wheezing. If we can get rid of Wheezing, then we're doing okay. But again, we have Zen Headbutt this week in order to deal with Wheezing, which is good. Does it deal a ton of damage? Not really. It's dealing like 25-30%, but still, we could, if we hit it enough and it doesn't get a chance to heal up, we could eventually whittle this down over time, which would definitely be really nice. And I don't know, maybe we can pull something off cool with this. But we're max attack with a lot of speed, I don't know. I think Expert Belt can work really well and deal some big damage. Next up, we have Lokix, and Lokix is rocking the glasses once again with tinted lens. We are rocking the Jolly with a lot of speed here. And we are running Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Knockoff U-Turn. No First Impression once again. First Impression, I think, could be good here, but the biggest thing is I have to look and see what his switch-ins are to certain things, and First Impression isn't always the answer. Sometimes it's just clicking U-Turn, and that's really where we're at on this. Sometimes if we can force a switch, that's a free Swords Dance because someone is expecting a First Impression, and now you're sitting in front of a +2 Lokix. You got some problems then, right? So that's why we brought that. And then finally, Choice Scarf, Porygon Z, just to be able to punch a few holes here. Adaptability boosted tri-attacks are always going to be really good. We've of course got the Shadow Ball for things like the Ceruledge and Thunderbolt for things like Milotic if we want to hit that. We also have Trick to catch something that wants to come in on this, maybe some kind of a special wall, and that could be very useful in the late game. So that is our team for this week. I hope you all are ready for that. This is going to be a really good one. So let's find jscurf and jump right in. Okay, here we go, and ooh, this is not the team I prepared for, pretty much. We do see Wheezing. We see Ceruledge, which makes a ton of sense. That thing goes nuts into my team. The Meloetta is Terra Normal, I believe is what he said. We see Cobalion. We see the Milotic, which I'm kind of surprised to see Milotic, to be honest. And then, of course, we see Sandy Shocks. I think we just stick with our plan, our original plan of leading Virizion, just because I think the Shocks lead is pretty free here, because I think he's just going to want to try to hazard stack. Seems pretty free for me or for him, so that's pretty much what I think is going to happen. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. I'm nervous about this matchup because, like I said, we're really under pressure to take some wins here, and I need some decent differential because, again, kind of like how I started last season of UNPL, I've had a lot of close games, and so my differential's pretty small, which is good, but at the same time I need to make some headway on that. But good luck to jscurf. Of course, we battled him last season in UNPL. I believe it was semifinals we battled him. So yeah, he's great. Okay, we actually get a Cobalion lead. Probably a Rocks lead, I would imagine. Does this thing get anything to hit Virizion? That's the question. I don't know that it does, to be honest. Could run Air Slash, I guess, but that seems like a weird bring. Gets Poison Jab, but I mean, what's that for? Zen Headbutt, maybe? I feel like you're just kind of a Rocks lead, right? I feel like you're just kind of a Rocks lead? Could I just go for Swords Dance turn 1 on your Stealth Rocks? I'm gonna go for it. I really hope this doesn't... Okay, yeah, he didn't like that matchup. That's fine. Going to Ryan. What is this? Ledge. Okay, interesting. So we're +2. Ledge. Yeah, we do not take this out in one hit by any means, but we just go into Slowbro here. I do not want to give this up just yet, so that is that's fine. Zen Headbutt's a 2-hit KO. I'm not risking the miss or the having to flinch. That is not something I'm going to rely on. Would it be awesome? Yes. Am I going to rely on that being the case? No, I'm not going to, because that seems ill-advised, so I'm not going to do that. So what are we looking to do now? Yeah, I can't stay in on this. I can't stay in. So he pulls that's a risky double. That's a risky double. What do you go into? Haw, which is this. Okay. I think we just fire off a Future Sight because he doesn't have Persian. I was kind of concerned about Persian, to be honest, but he doesn't have a Future Sight immunity. So every time this thing comes in, something is taking a big Future Sight hit. So that's not too bad, honestly. That's really not that bad. We've kind of given away that we're no item by going hard into this on Ledge, but yeah, he switches again. Okay. I mean, he's just not getting the matchups that he wants. Meloetta comes in. Okay. Well, we are going to get the Future Sight here. And so if he is the physical variant, then he's definitely not going to want to do anything with that. I mean, even if you fire off just the normal move, we can take that, right, and just kind of get a feel for what you are, because we're very bulky. So Terra normal, if you're Hyper Voice has a chance to KO here. That's kind of problematic. That's kind of a problem. Kind of a big problem, to be honest. I think that just KOs anything if he specs. Yeah, if he specs, pretty much anything goes down here, which could be a big issue. Shoot. I guess this is the most expendable, but yeah, if he specs Terra normal Hyper Voice, I just don't have a switch in. He just KOs. So we're gonna get an idea of what he's running. If he does go for Hyper Voice and he's Timid Specs, then we can take this. If he's Modest Specs, we still take it. Not well, but we do take it. Yep, there's the Hyper Voice, Terra Normal. It does about half. Okay, so Timid Specs does more than that, so he's not Specs. That's good to know. That is very good to know. So you could go hard Saraledge again, I guess. Could be Scarfed, I guess. That's something to watch out for. Yeah, because if you're Timid Scarf, yeah, Timid Scarf could be the play there for sure. I'm gonna go Zen Headbutt. Okay, maybe he's not Scarfed. Or maybe he thinks I am. I don't know. Goes Ryan. This? Okay. Okay. Why not? We get the call, and gosh, that would have KO'd. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that would have KO'd. I mean, we're faster. I'm gonna go for it again. That's super annoying. That's super annoying with these misses. I need my luck. I need my luck to improve, because otherwise we are not gonna make it. Man, yeah, we made that call. It was just, okay, there we go. This should KO? Yes, okay. Brizian takes out Saraledge, so that's huge. That's huge. Honestly, that's amazing. Because that thing is a huge threat. And especially if he was like, well, I guess he wasn't, or he'd have gone for it. Like Endure plus the weak armor type shenanigans. That is wild. How much that does. He goes into this, which indicates he's probably physically defensive, which would make a lot of sense here. Zen does less than half. I probably could save this, to be honest. What are you doing to Porygon Z? Honestly. Like, I feel like PZ is pretty free. And I don't have to worry about your Ghost anymore. So normal moves are super free. Yeah, I'm just gonna go hard into this. I feel like I can save it, you know? I feel like it could do a little bit of work in the late game. But we're just gonna go hard into this. If you want to Will-O-Wisp me, go for it. Toxic, honestly, that's fine. That's honestly fine. Expecting this Slowbro switch, that's honestly fine. I'm okay with that. I just click Tri-Attack for free. This two-shots this if it's physically defensive. I mean, what do you go into here, right? What is your switch in? I'm just clicking Tri-Attack. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. Yeah, he switches. What could we catch with Trick? I don't know that we want Cobalion to be... Yeah, I don't know that we want Cobalion to be Choice Scarf. Still does a decent amount. So, that did... Okay, so you probably have no bulk. You're probably no bulk. Because I do 40 to 48. Or no, I do 36 to 42, so I may have high rolled with no bulk there. Could have been the case. Could go hard into Bro. I feel like you just set rocks here, right? I think I just go Bro and then click Future Sight again, because even if you Volt Switch, it's probably not doing that much, right? Yeah, there's rocks. Yeah, Bro takes like a little over a quarter. I think I just Future Sight here. Yeah, there's Volt Switch. I take like a quarter from this. A little less. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's honestly fine. I'm not too worried about that. The Future Sight's free. Like I said, he doesn't have great switch-ins to it. It does a lot, and I'm not even invested. you know? Okay, so we know that this thing is not specs. Definitely not specs. Take this off of here. He is Terra Normal. Does 55 to 70 to this Slowbro. Body press does 62 to 73. Is it worth it? How badly do I need this? I feel like I need it. Although, I mean, this was my Saraledge check, and Saraledge is gone. Parisian doesn't take a hit. I don't feel like Flagon takes this well. 73 to 87, that's a lot. And I mean, after rocks, it's still 2 shots. Yeah, we'll do this. I probably should have body pressed there, honestly. I just don't have a switch into this. This thing just hits super hard. I didn't prep very well for this, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't prep very well for this. I mean, Hyper Voice is just so free. Yeah, we do live. Not well, but we do live. And so he is definitely physically defensive on the wheezing that could come in here. But does he risk staying in here? That's the question. Or we would learn he's scarfed, because we're pretty fast, aren't we? No, we're not fast. So he probably outspeeds us anyway. If he outspeeds us, we go down anyway. I'm gonna click Boom Burst, call in the wheezing. Yeah, we're gonna call wheezing coming in here. Shaz, I don't know what that is. I don't think I do. This, okay. That does approximately 0. So Boom Burst plus, we're down to about half. Without that lefty's EQ, may have had a chance. So I think he's pretty spadef. Or if I had Dragon Danced, I'd have been in a good spot too. I don't think I need this really. Like, I'm too slow to take on Cobalion. I don't, and Cobalion's weakened a little bit, if I'm remembering correctly. So I think we just EQ for damage here. Not, okay, that's not great. It's not great. Yeah, he's back up to like 75, which is pretty rough. So does he, because I mean, he predicted me to predict Ice Beam. I think now I go Slowbro, right? Because now you Ice Beam, because you predicted me to want to swap there. And so you recovered, so now I go into Slowbro on your Ice Beam, right? Yes, okay, that's what I thought. And that's another future sight. What is with these freezes, dude? Last week, I get frozen. Oh my god, I'm getting really tired of this luck, man. I miss my Zen Headbutt on a crucial turn. I get frozen. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. And of course, the 1 week I don't have Scald. The 1 week I don't have Scald is the week I get frozen on my Slowbro. This is ridiculous, man. Yep, that's free Meloetta. And I'm frozen solid. Oh my god, this is... I'm really getting tired of this. Like, this is actually insane how stupid this is. That I'm getting these terrible luck. Yeah, because I would have had a future sight there, and you wouldn't have had anything that really wanted to switch in on this. But instead, here we are once again. Slowbro has a chance to live. I'm gonna click body press, try to thaw. Yep, we live. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I'm getting this. Oh my God. When I'm getting this luck like this. Like there's just nothing that I can do when this is what's happening. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do when this is what's happening. I'll go flag on, sack it, I guess. Wouldn't have had to if I'd have just hit my moves, but man. I have no words. I have no words. Because that would have been fine. I'd have done like 70%, then I'd sack this and I'd revenge it and it'd been fine. But instead, it's still at full, and I don't really have a great answer to it. I guess I go into this. I mean, he's shown to me that he's not Specs. And Sucker actually has a... No, it doesn't. Never mind. That's without Terra. I do not have a chance to KO here. Hyper Voice always KOs here. He probably just stays in. Gosh, this really sucks. Do I just knock here? I think I just knock. Ah, I could SD'd. Yeah, I could have. I was thinking about it, but man. Okay, yeah. It's not bad. Helmet, okay, get rid of that. That's fine. I mean, we're definitely faster than this, so I can U-turn out. Because I don't want to take any kind of big hit off of this. Yep. That does 0, but that's fine. I'll go this. If he goes flamethrower, then you know maybe that'll magically thaw me out. If he goes for toxic, he can't toxic me because I'm frozen. I don't know. Yeah, strange steam. We lived on 7, so that's cool. Yeah, I don't even know. Because I need a free switch into this. I'll just click Future Sight here. This is, I mean... will that freeze lose me the game? I don't know. It's possible. Because, I mean, this thing was super clutch, man. This thing was super clutch. But, what are you going to do? I'm just going to go into this. I should be at the point now where I think I just click the tri-attack once again. This is definitely in range. Cobalion may not be able to take 2 at the range it was at. I don't know if it can. Can you take 2? No, definitely not. Okay, maybe. Oh my gosh, what is with the perfect items, man? That's just good prep. That's good prep. Do we risk this? I don't know if we can. I don't think we can. I think he just KOs there with that. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough, man. This is really rough. That's a clutch bring there with the citrus berry, because that puts him right out of range. That's really bad. If you click Stone Edge here, you're just the best, but I don't think you carry that. This will be our one and only time that we get to be in, probably, because of the rocks. But, yep. We don't take it well, but we do take it. So that's fine. T-Bolt's pretty free, I think. If you want to go into shocks, be my guest. Yep. This is gone. Okay. Ballion's gone, so that's good. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Not that that was a huge threat, but one less thing to worry about, I guess. That was his PZ switch in, I guess. So that's good that that's gone. We'll take it. We haven't revealed that we're scarfed yet, I don't think, because we've swapped out every time. So I think we can still get away with that. But I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull this off after that freeze, because that was just so crucial. Meloetta takes hits here for days. Yeah, I mean, every time this thing comes in, it's a free KO. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I think I have to T-Bolt, put this thing in range of low kicks. I think is the play. I think that's what we're doing. Although, do I have anything for Sandy? Do I have anything for shocks? I still have Verizian for shocks. I mean, Verizian here in the late game, if Verizian in the late game is not looking too bad, to be honest. Let's weaken this down. Oh my gosh, that's Assault Vest is all get out. Okay. That is very Assault Vest. Very Assault Vest all the time. Yeah, very, very Assault Vest. So... We didn't get nearly as much damage as what I was hoping. Definitely cannot go Porygon Z. I think I go Verizian here then. Yeah, you are very Assault Vest. So, I mean, your only switch into close combat is Wheezing, which did lose its helmet, which is good. Here's the thing. Can you risk me calling you going into that? Because I think we had a little bit of HP gone on it. So I'd be able to two-shot possibly. But if he just clicks... Or is it still safe to switch around? It's not that safe. It's not that safe. Do I have to call Wheezing here or lose? I'm gonna call him staying in. He didn't. I have to trust my plays because I'm making the calls, I'm making the predictions, and then I'm not trusting in what I'm saying, because that does literal zero. And Zen Headbutt's not enough. If I just click Zen Headbutt, I was there. What do I go into here? I think Porygon Z is probably my most expendable member at this point, right? Yeah, I just need a little more damage off on this, and then Verizian's looking pretty good. So I could go into this, go back into low kicks, and try to go nuts with Verizian. I just need some extra damage. I need some extra damage on this. But Verizian can go wild if I can get it in. I don't know if I live this or not after rocks. Flamethrower, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So that's another tri-attack. I mean, that's another tri-attack. So that's okay. Meloetta, yeah. Yeah, definitely did not want to trick there. Because if this thing was scarfed, then it's just over. Yeah, I think we just let this go. Yeah, I think we let this go. And then we go low kicks, because we don't really have to predict with low kicks, I don't think. And save Brizian for the end. We'll go with this. I mean, you're in range now. You're very much in range. But if I Swords Dance on your switch, I'm in a really good spot. Like a really good spot. But if I get this wrong, I'm in a rough place too. But do you need to save this though? Now that... Do you need to save this? I think I click knock. Yeah, you stay in. That's what I thought. That's what I figured would happen. Yeah, if I had SD'd there, I was kind of screwed. So yeah, because he doesn't need this anymore now that I don't have any of my special attackers anymore. So yeah, just taking that KO is the best thing I could have done there. So now Shocks comes in, and we're in a rough place here. I'm gonna go for Sucker. Yep. Doesn't do much. The Volt Switch is out. Okay. So it's all gonna come down to a flinch on Wheezing. That's what it's gonna come down to, is a flinch on Wheezing. After I've missed and got frozen and all of the other things, it's going to come down to a miss or a flinch on this. If I get a flinch, Brizian may do something, but if I don't get it, then it's just over. So I just have to click it. If I'd made that prediction earlier, we'd have been in a good spot. Yeah, it doesn't KO. Yeah, we don't get it. We lived though. We lived. I didn't expect to live that. Okay. I'm gonna click Leaf Blade so I don't miss. Yeah, I don't want to miss. Hang on. Man, if I had known, I didn't think I lived that. That was too close. That was too close to call. Because if I had Swords Danced, it was over. It was over there. But I don't think I can... Yeah, there's no way I do that much to a Milotic, right? There's no way I do that much. I don't think that's possible. Yeah, it's not. And that's it. Oh, man. Freeze Hacks, once again, claiming the victory. I don't know what to say, because, I mean, Slowbro took hits from everything on his team and was dealing massive damage and would have gotten Meloetta super low, and we'd have been in a really good spot, because once Meloetta was gone, then that really opened everything up, and we would have had PZ going nuts. Yeah, just really tough what our luck has been this season. I think we brought the right team. I think we played okay, but I should have just made the calls. I said out loud what I wanted to do and just didn't do it. And, you know, it is what it is on that. But Freeze Hacks coming for me once again. What are you going to do? Anyway, GG's to jscurf. jscurf played great. He brought a good team. And Absolutely awesome guy. Make sure to check him out. So anyway, next week we take on Amel. I think we're also probably out of playoffs at this point, but we're gonna play it out and we're gonna see what happens and see what we can do, and we'll just go from there. That's all you can do. Until next time, stay safe out there, stay healthy. We'll see you later. Bye bye.